What is it about sitting with your pain that changes you and helps you overcome it?
Let's flip this on its head. If you don't acknowledge it, the likelihood is you will turn to dysfunctional habits instead. And if you turn to these dysfunctional habits, where do you think it goes? It has nowhere to go. There are some things that you can let go of when you forgive someone or a minor irritation. You can just let that go and move on. But let's go back to anger. If you are livid, you've been cheated on 50 times, and then they had sex with your sister, you're livid. What do you think is going to happen if you don't allow yourself to feel that anger? It's not just going to dissipate. You can't just wake up one day and go, I forgive you. You've not apologized, but I forgive you. That just doesn't happen. What's probably going to happen is you're going to turn to food to suppress. You're going to turn to over exercising or overeating or overworking or alcohol or something else because you haven't dealt with it. It's not like sitting with them creates this magical change in your body that allows you to move through it. It's more that if you flip it on its head, these emotions need a home. And if you don't give them a home, then they can just persist. They will build up. And if you've ever actually really tried to sit with a feeling, often it's the avoidance of these feelings that's sometimes worse than the actual feeling. If you struggle with anxiety and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm getting anxious, I'm going to just work, I'm going to forget about it, I'm going to do some yoga, I'm going to do all of these things because you're fearful of feeling that anxiety. Sometimes that's a lot harder than actually sitting still for 10 minutes and meeting that anxiety and going, okay, I hear you, you're there. Often it's the idea of it or the fear of it. I think that's worse.